can you see this?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll make this a little bit bigger, but so what we know is when you're calm, you have access to the top part of your brain, your cortex. You can think and you can reason and if you want to talk to your child about something, this would be the ideal state. However, many of the kids that we work with, because they've had a history of trauma, this is their baseline state. They have not that much of their cortex activated. And, when we do talk to them, it gets short-circuited as it tries to get to the cortex. In fact, one of the things they do is they distort. I don't know if I have this in here somewhere. They distort what we are saying. So, here's one of the biggest challenges with working with these kids is that we all have these internal, I guess I'd call them filters, so we all have them. And if somebody, and here's the dilemma of communication. Let me just make this big because it's, if I can figure out how to do this. Oh, here we go. Okay. So here's the dilemma of communication. Let's say here's a parent and they have something up in their cortex and they want to get that information about what's right and wrong into this person's cortex. The problem is that information has to go through the emotional part of your brain and then through the dumb part of your brain, because this part of the brain is very categorical, out into space, up through the dumb part of the child's brain, through their emotional filters, up to their cortex. Mm-hmm. And there's lots of room for miscommunication. Let's say this is a child who had a history of relational rejection. And a parent says something neutral, like, we just want to talk. When you say that to the child, their brain goes, oh, they want to talk, they don't like me. I did something wrong. What did I do wrong, right?
This reminds me of my boy, very well and safe attached, but he's in puberty now.
Yeah.
So even if you say good morning, what?
Yeah, really, why?
Yeah.
And what do you want?
Exactly. Yeah, I get it, yeah.
And then if you are a parent and you're frustrated, and what will happen is, even though you're not intending to convey your frustration, it's impossible to hide. And so they hear the frustration in your voice, and now they go, oh, they hate me. They're going to kick me out. And so these distorting filters are very, very common in kids that have developmental trauma.
Yeah, yeah.
And so communication is very challenging if the child's not regulated.
Yeah, yeah.
So anyway, I'm sorry, I'm kind of going on.
No, yeah, I hope it's information that the parents can integrate so they understand it better, and also understand better why it's more important to stay active. Because I find it always very hard to explain, instead of punishment. Like you said, go for a walk, go play some football, or go on the trampoline. But this is the key. Now you backed it up with science.